My name is Tiffany Neely, and a little bit about my family. I have 3 boys and 2 teenagers still at home, 15 and 17, just us and the dogs. I had worked in a family-owned business for most of my life, for like 18 years, and my family decided it was time for them to retire. And so my job that I had my life was no longer there. The income I was used to making was no longer there. And even though I was still working, in a different place, I wasn't making and able to afford just even simple things. And it got to a situation where it got to a point to where I lost our house and everything we owned, and we were homeless. And that's when I found the kitchen. A true blessing from God, to say the least. So the part that was just amazing was when it was that time for us to get a house and to find a house. And the boys and I were just so ready to be in a home back together. I had them staying at people's houses, when they needed to, that sort of thing, and just for us to be a family and whole again. And the kitchen made that possible. But moving in was the best feeling in the world. It was better than any home I had ever had. When you walk inside this place, you feel home. And without the kitchen, it wouldn't be possible. Moved in actually 5 days before Christmas a year ago. And to be able to get in before Christmas, we had went through Thanksgiving and it was not a good holiday. And to be able to get in right before Christmas, and they made sure that we had beds, we had couches, we had a kitchen table, we had food, we had groceries. The amount of stuff that they took care of, because when I say I lost everything, I lost everything except for the clothes on our back. The pure love that the kitchen has for the people they come into contact with is hands down amazing. Now that we have a home, we're not, afraid of where we're gonna sleep, or how I'm gonna get my family together and all of that, life has really gotten nothing but better for us. I've been able to get an amazing job, which has taken a huge burden off of me and my children. Just the fact that we can sit on the couch and watch TV together is a huge thing that so many families take for granted, and until you don't have that, you don't know. Things like that are so important to my friends. My kids can have their friends over. It's just home. It's just home.
So much has happened over the past 12 months for all of us, especially here at the kitchen. Our case management staff, they're really our frontline heroes. They housed 695 people with ages from a newborn all the way up to 77. It's because of you and your support that we're able to house that many people in all 5 of our programs. We housed veterans and their families through our Home at Last program. We housed youth, singles, adults, families through our community housing team. We also housed 77 individuals at our emergency shelter. And during the biggest part of the shutdown, 18 SPS students called the shelter home, but also their school. We increased the Wi-Fi accessibility so they could continue their education. And their recess became the McQuarrie playground that's behind the shelter as well. Also desperately needed at such a chaotic time. We served youth needing clothing, showers, laundry services, food, hygiene supplies, and also connections to medical and mental health services at our Rare Breed Youth Outreach Center. In fact, the Rare Breed team insisted on finding ways to safely serve our youth during the biggest part of our shutdown. It's because of them that 240 new youth came to Rare Breed during the biggest part of the pandemic to find ways to connect with services in our community. The past 12 months and the many months ahead proves that need never stops, and neither will we. On behalf of the Kitchen Inc., thank you.